Hello everybody! I'm back again. This time I'm going to show you how to cook a Filipino dish which is the pancit. This is our traditional noodles. So before we go to our main cooking, I will show you what's the ingredients that you will need to make this pancit. First of all, you're gonna have the garlic, the onion. Sometimes you could use the dried one. I have the dried onion or the dried garlic. So it's optional. It's up to you which one do you want to use. I have a soup base. I have the pepper. I have the soya sauce. Any vegetables that you want. I have the zucchini. I have the carrots, celery, and I have the bok choy. So this is the noodles that I'm using. There's a variety of noodles that you could buy in an Asian food. So I have this one. I'm always use this one because I know the texture, which is the golden bihon. You could also, some people they're using the diwa or anything that you want for your pancit. I have also these meatballs. Instead of chicken, I'm going to use the meatballs. So it's up to you if you want pork or if you want chicken. It's your call. So I already chopped all my onions and my garlic. So even with the carrots, I'll show you how to cut them. So you have the option to cut them. If you want the big cuts or the strip cuts, so it's up to you. Sometimes I use the like a slice like this, or some people like to do like tiny one, so you could do the same thing like this. I cut it with the strips, so I'll do like this. So there's a slice. It could be a round, diagonal, anything. With this bok choy, I cut it like I separate the stem to the leaves because the leaves is easy to separate it. And when you do your veggies, you have to wash it first. So everything was washed. So if you notice, this is all the cuts that I made. So that's what I said. It's up to you what cuts you want. So I use this way. This is my zucchini. If you notice, I cut it this way. Some of them are rounds. This is my celery, and this is my carrots. So now we're gonna saute those veggies, and I'm using a vegetable oil. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put a bit of cooking oil and a bit of margarine. It gives taste to the veggies. Now we have to put the garlic and then the onion. I don't put the meat first because my meat is already cooked. The next one is when you're doing this one, you have to put the one that like takes time to cook. I just put them. They are almost at the same time to cook together. If you notice, I do it all together because all of them you could eat them raw. The last one that I'm gonna put is my the leaves. So I just saute them. So I'm doing the saute. Some people they use beans or any vegetable, beans, cabbage, mushroom. Some people they don't like much veggies, so it's up to you. Some pepper. If you want spicy, you could put more. And if you notice, I don't use the salt because this soup base is salty enough. So I'm not using it. I'm not going to put any salt. Put a little bit soya sauce. Just a bit. The veggies need to be like a half cooked only. You don't want it like so soft, like mushy. Like 5 minutes, it's fine. This one is my meat. And that's it. Don't overcook your veggies, okay? So that's it. And you have to separate them. So this is the first step when you're doing the pancit. You have to cook first your veggies and then you separate it. Because the next step is like cooking of the, you're gonna cook the noodles. So it's less than 10 minutes, your veggies is ready. So you have to separate them for now. Because we're gonna cook the noodles. So if you notice, the pan that I use for my veggies, when I cook them to stir fry them, I don't wash them because the flavor is still here. So I boiled some water from the kettle. We're gonna bring it to boil. We're gonna add some soya sauce. Not too much because this is salty. So I add my soup base. We're gonna bring it to boil. Pepper. We're gonna bring it to boil, this one. And then my dried garlic. Basically, we're kind of making a soup base. Now, what I do with my noodles, I don't cook it all because it's only me and my husband. So I always cook, it's like 4 of them. So I only, sometimes I take only 2 because sometimes I bring it to my work. So I'm going to, so it looks like this. So I'm going to take 3 and I always wash it. Sometimes I soak it with water. Sometimes maybe your water or your soup base is not enough, so you're gonna add more water. So you could, I could calculate it. I don't go by measure, but I can tell when it's not enough. So let it soak. Cover it and they'll do it. And cover it, and then it's kind of soft now. So we have to break them. Make sure that they are all not stick to each other. By the way, you could buy this one also, the Pancit bihon. It's a ready made mix to make the soup base. But I didn't use it for my pancit today because I made it from scratch. So, but if you don't know how to do it, you could buy it from Filipino store or Asian food. And you could just say Pancit bihon. It's a rice noodle stir fry mix. So now you have to make sure that your fire is low now because it's almost cooked. I just need to absorb all the juice that it has. See, it's almost cooked. It's easy at this. I add a little bit of margarine or oil on this so it will stick. So it's almost dry now. This is what I said, if you think that it's not yet really like cooked well, I add a little bit because I want it well done. For another maybe 5 minutes, and then, but make sure that your fire is low because if not, it's gonna be burnt, okay? So now I'm gonna check it again. After 5 minutes, I'm gonna check if it's cooked already or it has enough taste like salt. Yummy, yummy. Now it's all like absorbed all the juice and the water. It's all absorbed now and it's cooked. You can tell like it's cooked by the texture. So now I'm gonna put this one, all the veggies. Sometimes I just put the half because the half. So that's it, and you're gonna serve it after you mix them together. It's cooked already. So you mix them together. So when you serve it, it's like this. So here's the finished product, my pancit, and enjoy. And hopefully you could subscribe on my channel and see you again next time. I'm gonna teach you another cooking, maybe chicken adobo. Bye! Bye!